In Korea, we typically use the 12 animals to represent time and year. In addition, many guardians often expressed as animals. These animals that can be found in culture contain their respective meanings. Also, we have a completely different view of the auspiciousness of looking at the same animal depending on the time and place. Through this video, I would like to tell you about the same animals which have symbolism that we can easily find in Korean culture. From prehistoric times, people drew animal paintings to express their various life cultures, religions, and ideologies. Many animals are painted in rock paintings, cave paintings, earthenware, and ancient tomb murals. The strong power and greenness of an animal make people feel fear and extraordinarily aware about dangers such as disaster it makes. This kind of psychological motivation is appreciated from being a scary object to being worshipped as the animal god or guardians. The tiger has great strength and bravery than people. Because of his strength and bravery, the dual conception of fear and respect combined, and it finally makes the tiger as a subject to worship as a god. In the past, tigers were thought to be mountain gods, so people held ancestral rites for tigers. Also in the painting Sansindu, which is the painting of mountain god, tigers are always painted next to the mountain god. The tiger is laying down next to the mountain god in a dignified manner. Another animals are believed that it had the mystical ability of reproduction and transformation, and the ability to predict the future. Bears and snakes hibernate and wake up in the spring. It symbolizes reproduction. Also, in the old days, people believed that migratory birds disappeared into the heavens and then reappeared. These abilities of animals were recognized as symbols of the higher divine spirit as a messenger of a god. Most animals have acute sense than humans. Animals can sense signals after knowing the future events or nature phenomena that people cannot recognize by their ability. There are a lot of cases in historical records that tell us about prediction of animals, telling the rise and fall of the country, climate change, and the success or failure of the nation's ambassador. In the case of snakes, they have characteristics such as scary animal with poison, regeneration that wakes up again for hibernation, and fertility. Therefore, snakes are meant to be the guardian of the tomb and the earth god, hoping to be reborn as a new life. It is also worshipped as a god that protects affluence and wealth, and the guardian of the land. So the idea of these supernatural abilities of animals is sometimes represented by animal worship. In other cases, animal worship may be based on gratitude for its grace, such as intimacy with the animals, or provision of food, or efficacy as a labor force. Cattle have a very close relationship with the agricultural life of our country and have gone beyond the meaning of simply livestock. Cattle were not an indispensable labor force, but also a transportation service and an emergency save to raise money. In addition, cows are faithful and obedient despite his strength. So Korean ancestors said, even if a cow couldn't speak, it has 12 virtues. These cattle's attributes melted in Korean emotions and culture, creating various concepts and customs. The fertility of animal is symbolized by the ability to promote affluence and good harvests, and it also worshipped by the god of wealth and abundance. Rats and snakes are the common examples that are worshipped in the private world. Humans can live in only one space, on land, and these animals are free to move several spaces, such as the sky, water, and land. The next animals to be explained were chosen to carry and guide the soul to another world by their abilities. First, there is a dragon. The dragon's area is the sea, land, and sky, which is the entire worldview of Silla that is one of the kingdom in Korea, when it was separated into three. The dragon is symbolized as an active animal in the sky, ascending to the place where water is located like sea or streams. Even if the dragon is an imaginary animal, there are several kinds of animals that come out and land, such as turtle, or a crab, but the dragon can fly, so it is considered as a supernatural being. The dragon is said to have the ability to change its appearance and can show or hide as it likes. Moreover, dragons have been believed to have ability of making clouds and rain that are important in Korea, an agrarian society. Next, there are birds. The ancients thought that their hometown was heaven, so they believed that they came down to earth and went back to heaven when they died. Therefore, in ancient times, birds flying freely between the sky and the land were regarded as mystical creatures and the heaven guides. Dogs have been favored as a spiritual object because they fly in the sky, walk on the ground, and can swim. That is why a bird on the pole, which is called sotte, that communicates with heavenly gods, is a duck. Also, the reason why the duck pole is built during a ritual to calm the disaster is also to wish that dogs will ride the disaster safely, as if they were crossing a hard wave. The other bird that has a similar meaning with duck is a chicken. Chickens have emerged as a symbol of Korean culture in earnest in the myth of the founding of the Silla Kingdom, which is written in the book 삼국유사. Chickens are birds of the sun because they notice the arrival of light. The roaring of chickens is a signal of for timing, and also has the ability of foresight to tell what will happen in the future. Also, not only the literature records, but also the fact that the chicken egg shells were found in Cheonmachung and Baekje's ancient potteries tells the chicken was an important sacrifice early on. The last animal is the horse. The horses were expressed as connecting the earth and the sky. In Shilla and Kaya, horse paintings and the horse-shaped ancient relic found in tombs, and various horse paintings were also found on the murals of Goguryeo tombs. Here the horse is expressed as a creature that connects the world and the other world, with the soul riding it. Especially in the record of 삼국사기 and 삼국유사, the horse is recorded as a mystical animal. For example, a horse appeared when Baekje is destroyed, telling evil sign. To conclude, there is a reason why each animal is referred from folklore to divinity, because of the animal's characteristics, appearance, and the ability exerts more power than human beings. And people recognize the spiritual of animals and expresses understanding and interpretation of various aspects of human life, including the relationship between nature and humans. If you have more interest, find more information about it.